What's up, guys? Michael Panetta here, and we've got a couple items that I want to go over today. These are the exact same gimbals, except the name. On my left here, your right, my left, we have the Zhiyun Crane gimbal, and we'll open this bad boy up. And we have the Glide Gear, I forget what this one's called, Zhiyun-Tech, or they actually have Crane on there as well. These are gimbals for your mirrorless cameras. I think you might be able to work some mirror-style cameras if they're very light. I think this is up to 4 pounds on these. Don't quote me on that. But the biggest difference between the two of these is the Glide Gear for $699. The Zhiyun Crane, exact same product, $549 right now on B&H. I got this for $499, $200 cheaper. So, same technology is in this. Zhiyun made the technology, made the original Crane. Glide Gear bought the rights to it for the US, or or whatever, paid them to put their name on it. And it's made in the United States. Well, not made in the United States, but serviced through a US company. So, as far as customer service goes, I don't know who's better or who's worse. You may think it's worth $200 or $150 to buy it from a US-based company compared to a company that's not. So, that's up to you. For me, I think the $499 I paid for this on sale outdid being $200 more for the exact same product. I mean, come on, seriously, $200 is $200. I'm sorry, I'm not made of money. I gotta save where I can. Both have chargers. Both have the batteries, which are 3,600 milliamp batteries each. You have some connectors, which allow you to screw in the cameras and whatnot. We'll just go ahead and throw those back in there. And you have a lens stabilizer, which if the lens sticks out a little too far, you can have that on there if it's a heavier lens. This Glide Gear does come with an attachment for what they call the horn, and we can get into that. I actually got one for this separately. It was a $70 item. That's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about. You have your bottom half of the handle where the battery sits. Again, both exact same thing. They both have a thread on the bottom, which is nice. The gimbals themselves, you couldn't tell these apart other than the fact that the bottom handle here says Glide Gear, and the bottom handle on this one doesn't say anything, I don't think. Actually, it does say Zhiyun on the end there. But these will allow you to get some sweet stabilized footage on there. Extremely easy to set up, and we can do that. In fact, we'll get into that in a moment. I wanted to go over just the pricing and some of the things that you get. Now, I mentioned earlier about the horn. Let me grab that for you real quick. This is basically a stand that allows you to hook up more things and give you a little bit more control when you're holding the camera for long periods of time. Now, here's the catch with this. I paid $200 less for this. This was $70. So, in theory, I really only paid $130 less for that because this was $70. This comes with this at $700. So, I wanted to just make sure that people understood that if they are going to need something like this. There are many other items out there, but this is something that is made specifically for this. If you're going to be holding it for long periods of time, this comes with it. However, is it worth $130 more price tag? I still don't think it is. If I can save $130, I'll save $130. Mass Drop has them going on sale right now for $4.99. So just a heads up on that. I can put the link down for Mass Drop. If you don't know what Mass Drop is, you got to sign up. It's absolutely awesome. I use it for things all the time, technology-wise. Well, actually, any kind of product-wise. It's pretty cool. Not an endorsement. They didn't pay for that. No, I like using it. Wardrobe change. All right, so let's show you guys how easy this is to set up. Now, first things first, what you want to do is put your adapter on. You drop them in positive side first. Thread this on. All right, so once you get your battery in, the first thing you're going to want to do is get this set up in the general direction. And the plate will be in the back, the arm will be on my right-hand side, and the camera will sit towards the left here. Now, you can set this up to where it could actually set up on the table here. First thing you want to do is get this level. I believe, according to this, you want to get it leveled this way. As far as getting the camera balanced. Now, this is version 2 of this gimbal, so be careful when you're purchasing this. This plate actually slides now, and there is a lock underneath that gives you a lot more ease of use on this. Now, I thought this actually slid out, but there is a screw in here that allows it to stop. So if you want a quick connector plate, you're going to have to put it on top of this and compensate for what that's going to be. I think I might do that just for the simple fact that it'll be easy to take off and put back on, and you don't have to necessarily worrying about messing with putting this screw on the bottom here. So let's go ahead and put the timer up and see how fast I can get this set up. So I guess we better start now. Done. Actually want to just, let's start the clock up again. I just want to slide this up just a little bit. I feel like it's just sitting just a little bit high on the front here. I just want it to be down just a little bit. There it goes. Okay, so that was like another 15, 20 seconds on top of what that time was. But that's it. You get it leveled this way and up and down for your rocker. Now, you can actually move this portion up or down as well to help balance out the side to side and the front to front, but I didn't need to do that. The front to front. So that was actually very nice. Now, let's go ahead and turn it on. And there is a power button on the back here, and you'll see it kind of stabilize itself once it kicks on. So there it is. Now, do I have the lens? I do have the lens cap off. Thank God. So if you're going to be adding things or taking things off after you balance it, you may need to balance it again. For example, the lens hood right here, probably should have taken it off, but we'll go ahead and leave that on. This will allow you, when you pick it up, to give you that smooth action that you're looking for when it comes to doing video. Now, the one thing here I noticed on the right side, it will hit there. So if you're going to be needing to get to the side, you're going to go from this side. Now, the one particular thing I do like about this gimbal compared to other ones I've looked at is the controls are by your thumb. Now, yes, this does get heavy after a while, but the nice thing about having the controls back here is it's just natural to be able to give this the motion that you need while it's currently in the single stage, which is the always staying focused to the up-down portion. With 2 clicks of the button, that will allow you to actually, it will rise as you go. So it kind of just, it will pick up and pick down. So I think the best way to do this is actually just show you guys how this works. And of course, if you hit 3, that's selfie mode. Now, necessarily doing selfie mode on this thing. Fun to see people do this and go like this and do all these cool things, but I want to show you guys the footage. All right, guys, so we are walking through a local park here, and I'm just walking normal to get a feel for how this works, and you know, just using it in my yard felt real good. But now we're on all kinds of different terrain here just to test this out. So we'll see how it goes. Now maybe we'll do a little bit of cinematic footage here for you guys. Test it out that way. So enjoy. so I hope you enjoyed some of that footage. Let me just go ahead and just pick it up a little bit here. We'll start running. And I'll do like the weird run where we try to keep it steady as possible right now. Try to keep it as balanced as we can. And now I'll just run regular with it. You can see the difference. If you try to stabilize it, you're obviously going to do a little bit better. Running without it, certainly going to be a big difference. So that was just one mode that I was showing you guys. This is mode 2. Now this will allow you to put down and kind of move around. When you're going up, it'll actually point to where you want to point. Turning side to side, the camera's going to go where you point it. And that gives you a little bit more freedom. It's a different kind of mode on that, whereas when we would point down before, I would actually have to use the joystick to do that. Now it goes wherever I go instead of staying in one single spot. Now this is nice if you want to get like a rolling shot of a vehicle or something like that, or a building or whatever, and you're moving and you want to give it a little bit more freedom to do that. Now with this, you can't go up and down on the wand. You can only go angle it side to side. So that'll allow you to give a little bit more motion when you're trying to figure out the shot that you want, depending on how you're setting up. So that's a really cool functionality, to be able to point down to where you want to go. And when you start pointing up, it takes its time and it gives you a smooth look as you're going. Because granted, not many people, if you're just pointing to where you want to point, is it going to give you that nice slow response where you're going. It's going to be a little bit more herky-jerky. Now in mode 1, when you do turn to the left or the right, it is kind of herky-jerky. You got to be careful with it. But in this mode, it allows you to give a nice smooth, natural, more natural turn. So you're not, I guess, kind of like getting a little bit of a headache if you watch that mode 1. Here, let's go back to mode 1, and I move to the left. If I'm not careful, it's kind of herky-jerky when you're doing that. If we do mode 2, and you go up and down, and you go left and right, it kind of gives you, see, like when I go left, I'm turning, I stop, and then it stops, you know, very quickly behind you. But that gives you a much softer feel. So the audience is not thinking, my God, this is herky-jerky, what is he doing? So that's just a test of the modes on this, of course. Overall, I think this is a really good gimbal for the price that you pay. It's probably one of the better ones out there, honestly. I think it does a really good job. I'm anxious to keep trying this out for different videos, and I look forward to seeing how it works, getting better with it, practicing with it, and giving the best quality that I can and the smoothest footage. So I think that footage turned out pretty well. I did take a look at it before I jumped back on camera. So this is the Zhiyun gimbal. I will put links in the description down below. So I'm very happy with, you know, the Crane's functionality. There's no difference between this and the Zhiyun, so just the price. And again, that's up to you. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you're stopping in for the first time, give a subscribe. That way you'll be notified of my next videos, and hit the little bell and notification and all that good stuff. You guys take it easy, a lot more to come. Have a good night.